Mint. So now we're pouring the new fucking engine oil in.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Perfect, look at that. Bit over, but that's not going to matter too much. Mint.
It's good clean oil in it.
Yeah. Sure does.
So we're just taking off the wheel now. We're gonna
Bleed
bleed
the
the
brakes.
brakes. Should be mint.
Oh, mate, that bleed nipple's fucking blocked.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what I like. Figured it out. Excellent. So this little tool here is called a bleeder. Like a little magnet. Boom. And then that's not meant to come off, but whatever. And that hose goes over your bleed nipple the other way. This is an idiot. No. So, it's meant to go over your bleed nipple like that, so that when you bleed the brakes, the fluid goes through the hose and into your little bottle there. But obviously that's not going to work today.
So after draining radiator fluid all over the floor, we're gonna refill with probably 3 litres of coolant and then the rest with water. Or should you just dump all the coolant?
See how we go. So now we put coolant in, or antifreeze. Now I'm just going to put water. It's recommended that you use distilled water. However, today we're not going to, just because
It's not a race car.
and we couldn't be bothered. And once we're done here, we'll run the engine with the radiator cap off, and as it circulates water throughout the engine, we will refill it if it needs, because it gets air in there, and water will replace the air bubbles and we'll need to fill it up again. Do you want to run it?
Yep.
Video. And all the air comes out. As the air comes out, we replace it with more water. And as it circulates through the engine, the water will mix with the antifreeze and we'll get that green colour. Yeah. We're not going to run it for too long, just enough so that we know all the air bubbles are out. So now just throwing the wheels back on, and once we get it back on the ground, we'll torque it up, because if we try and torque it up now, the wheel will just spin and spin and spin. So rather than waste time doing that, we're just going to hand tight the wheel nuts on, so it holds the wheel in place, and then when it's on the ground we'll torque it up. And you'll note that on these wheel nuts it's got a chamfer here, which is just that angled bit on the nut. That's so that when you put the wheel nut on, it locates the wheel center onto the hub. So the chamfer always, or on most cases, goes against the rim, like that. Oh, now it's time to do the other side. Now we can torque the wheels up. We are using an extension, even though it's not recommended because it reduces some of the torque, but in this case, if we didn't, we'd hit the guard, so we're just going to torque the wheels up with an extension bar. So I have a ratcheting one, which is like pretty Gucci.
What torque are we going to?
We're going to 110 Newton meter, and we want to go in a start pattern so that we pull the wheels square or central to the hub. So we just did that one, and we're going to do this one. Now we've torqued all the wheel nuts up, we're going to go around and just double check them all. And when you double check them, it's not necessary to go around in a start pattern. You can just go around in a big circle.
So today we fucking serviced the VR Commodore with the oil, coolant, brakes, air filter, oil filter, and we're gonna do the
transmission oil, but we didn't have a gasket for it, so
that'll be another thing we do later.
That'll be another video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. We're now going to take it for a bath.